Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracy Erickson. And of course, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy Erickson, and this is the general tarot reading for Earth signs for April 2025. So that just means if you are Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, then this is your general tarot reading. And it's for April 2025. So just take whatever parts of this reading that resonate with you. The first card is the Hierophant. Wow, I love this. Let's just go ahead and see what else we have here. As you can see, this isn't the normal tarot deck that we use for the monthly readings. This is the Wild Unknown tarot deck. So this is the deck that won the poll on my community page. Over here on the left, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And that is next to, we have the Six of Pentacles. All right. So far what I'm getting is that I do feel like you've been putting in a lot of work towards something, Earth signs, and I think that you're also kind of looking at what you're gaining from it. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Am I getting the proper fruits for the work that I'm putting in? All right, let's see what else we have here. On the right, we have the Empress. I love this. And over here, Four of Swords. All right, you guys. I do feel like your focus, Earth signs, is normally on your career. It's on what you're building in the world. It's on possibly your security, your family, those kind of things is normally the focus. But for April, the Hierophant is the center of the attention here. And I think that it has been a challenge or an obstacle for you in the past, but based on your physical, somehow those material things, based on something in that material realm, whether it's money, your career, your family, your security, whatever, your home, something over here is causing you to look deeper into maybe the inner workings of things, right? Because you see this like raven standing on a key, and there's a lightning bolt coming down. So with that lightning bolt, I feel like it's a divine inspiration to seek the deeper meaning of something in your life, in the outer world. All right, and over here we have the Empress next to the Four of Swords. And I feel like you're going to see, I think that your focus is going to shift from just doing the same things and getting these whatever results. I feel like you're going to start to look more into what it is that you are creating. Because I feel like this is a very fertile time for you when it comes to manifesting something in your life. Whether that is just a new direction for yourself in some way or whatever the case may be. But this is next to the Four of Swords because I think what is needed for a lot of you Earth signs right now is to rest, to refocus your mind. Okay, so it's time to rest and refocus. And instead of only looking at the outer manifestations of your life, I feel like April is the time where you're going to look at more of your, you're going to look at more of the inner things. And I feel like if you give yourself time and to reflect, you're really going to grow in awareness over how your thoughts are helping you to create whatever, you're working towards. But sometimes I think that seeing this inner correlation can be a challenge for some of you Earth signs at times because you're so focused on the outer things. All right, so let's go ahead and get the Rider-Waite deck out here. I'm going to shuffle a few times and I'm going to pull cards for clarity for all you Earth signs out there. All right, one more shuffle. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, you guys. So I do feel like there's definitely this change in the air where it's kind of like going from, again, the outer world to the inner world to see this correlation. But I feel like you're moving in the right direction. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have the Empress again. So double confirmation on that fertility, the ability to create abundance, and your ability to manifest what it is that you really want. I feel like now the time is right because look, you have the Wheel of Fortune next to the Empress. You guys, the Magician. You guys have nothing but major arcana down here, and you have 2 up here too. This is a powerful month, you guys. And look, the Magician next to the Empress, you're definitely manifesting right now. Whatever it is you are working towards, you can create. But it's about figuring out that Knight of Swords, of course. The mentality behind it is what I was going to talk about the swords, and then I pulled the last card, the sword. Earth signs. I feel like with the Knight of Swords, you can see that he's kind of charging forth with his sword drawn in the air. I feel like some kind of idea has moved in quickly for you. Because again, I was kind of thinking that was correlating to that lightning bolt in the Hierophant. But I do feel like you have this idea, an idea of what you want your life to be like, that you want to create. And I feel like this month, you're really going to try to work towards creating that. You're going to start to realize how your thoughts can help you here as well. And with that Wheel of Fortune upright, it's a good sign for abundance, prosperity, for what it is that you're creating this month, you guys. But the key is going to be to look at your thoughts and see how that is relating to what it is that actually comes from your manifestations. All right, Earth signs, I'm going to shuffle the Queen of the Moon Oracle. We're just going to see what advice comes out for you, Earth signs, for April 2025. Advice for Earth signs for April. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. 6 of them flipped, so we got to keep going. We keep shuffling. All right, what advice for Earth signs for April 2025? Okay, we got the beauty card. I feel like this is all about making the choice to see the beauty in life. So again, it's about focusing your thoughts on what it is you want to create and see. Because as you can see in this image, there's a woman's face, but there's also flowers and butterflies. So it's all about your perception and how you choose to see the world in the month of April. All right. And then we also got 2 other ones. We got abundance and trust. And with those Empress cards, we got 2 Empress cards plus the abundance card, you guys. I think that this is going to be a good month for you when it comes to, again, as you kind of perceive the world in the way that you choose, when focusing more on abundance and how your thoughts are helping you to create. I just feel like you're going to see an abundance when it comes to your creativity. You're going to see an abundance when it comes to, those things you seek within yourself. Happiness, abundance of joy. All right? And we have trust. I feel like it is hard for you to trust at times, to trust yourself and to trust others. And I think sometimes you do create a little bubble around yourself, kind of like what you see in the image here. But this bubble is shaped like an egg and the duck is sitting on top of it. So it's like the universe is always supporting you. All you have to do is trust that that is true. You are being supported. It's a matter of choosing, again, to perceive your life in the correct light. So don't focus solely on the material. It's time to go towards what has been more difficult for you, and that is your thoughts. Because that's the key here in April to unlock the power of creation for you, because you have the double Empress, you have the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune is upright. All right, so beside the Pentacles, the only other sign we have is the Sword. So you're moving from the Pentacles to the Swords. All right, Earth signs, I'm going to shuffle the wisdom of the Oracle a few times, and I'm just going to pull 3 cards as a final message for you, Earth signs, for April 2025. All right, so the first one we have here is the Not For You card. And the fortune cookie there says nope. With this card, I always see that as sometimes we have to experience what we don't want in order to know what it is that we do want. And sometimes we have to be placed in the wrong position to know what is the right position for us, right? So in the month of April, I do feel like there's going to be a realization that in some way you've placed yourself in some type of position that you do not want to be in. And so therefore it's time to change your stance in some way. You have the Deep Knowing card, and this is lining up with this Hierophant, you guys. This one's about knowing deep within the directions that you want to take in your life. So I think you're definitely, with the Hierophant and the Deep Knowing card, not only are you going to be feeling creative, feeling like inspired to create, but I feel like you're going to have this connection with your inner wisdom that's going to make it easy. We also have Unfinished Symphony here. All right, you guys, so I think something from the past is also coming up for you, possibly in your thinking. And there could be a deep knowing regarding this as well. Because right when I saw this Unfinished Symphony card, I just got this feeling of like something from the past feels unfinished. And there could be a connected knowing about this. All right. So I feel like in some way living in a way that you know now that you don't want has given you wisdom over something that feels unfinished in your past. All right. So I feel like if you have that going on where you've kind of been thinking of things that have already happened or been done and over with because you feel like something feels unfinished, I think that this is really a call to reflect on that and actually connect with the wisdom that it's trying to give you. Because I feel like when you're feeling unfinished in some way, it's because there is some kind of lesson there. Something is there to teach you how to align yourself to move forward. All right. So I think that if you're feeling unfinished in some way, in that sense, something from the past, that there is a lesson for you to take from it, but you have to really actually give yourself time to reflect, maybe journal about it, and get acquainted with your deeper thoughts regarding that situation. Now, for others, I do believe that this unfinished symphony is just that sense of creativity where you are just feeling very inspired to get at it. You feel like your current situation, whatever it is just not quite what you want. So there's still a ways to go when it comes to what it is that you want to create for yourself. But I also get the sense that, excuse me, with that unfinished symphony, if it's something from the past, I just feel like it was unfinished because you refused to take a look at it, to feel through it. And that could be part of what's holding back some of your, the abundance that you feel like you've been missing out on. But all in all, with the Hierophant card being in the center here, and so much focus on the Empress energy, you are definitely connecting with your inner self. There is this connection with your intuition. I feel like your intuition is going to be on point this month, guiding you. You're connected with your inner wisdom. And I think it's going to be a very successful and abundant month for you, especially if you pay attention to your mental perceptions, your feelings, and, actually reflect on those things that you need to reflect on this month. Okay, Earth signs, now I'm going to ask 3 questions. So you can pause the video now and think of 3 yes or no questions. And since this is a pendulum dowsing to get a yes or no answer, I really just want you all to feel in your heart if the yes or no resonates with you. Because just hearing a definite yes or no will set off your own intuition to tell you if that's correct for you and your situation, your question. All right, so pause the video, think of your 3 questions now, and let's go ahead and see what the answers are. So for question number 1, is the answer yes or no? For question number 1, is the answer yes or no? All right, question number 1, it looks like the answer is yes. Thank you. All right, so for question number 2, is the answer yes or no? All right, question number 2 says to check again. So it's possible that it was the wrong time for you to be asking this particular question. All right, let's move on. Thank you. And for question number 3, is the answer yes or no? All right. So for question number 3, it looks like the answer is no. Thank you. All right, Earth signs. That is your reading for April 2025. Just take some time to really focus your mind and to reflect on lessons from your past that you can gain wisdom moving forward. And just be connected with your creativity and what it is that you want to manifest this month. All right, if you're still here, don't forget to click that like button. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And once you have subscribed, you can turn on the notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.